Okay. Hi, good morning. Welcome, new sales managers. We are officially LinkedIn sales supervisors, and today we will teach you how to assist your employees. My name is Jimena Herrera, and my team members are Daniela Zúñiga, Obed Bautista, and Francisco Castañeda. Next slide, please. Here are our pictures so you guys can familiarize with us along this journey. Next slide, please.
Okay, so I'm Supervisor Daniela, and I'm going to be explaining electronic performance monitoring systems. So the objective of these systems are to treat conflicts positively as part of the feedback process. So now some of the benefits of EPM systems are that they make performance data available more quickly for you, the managers, enhancing employee awareness of personal productivity, also enabling them to take necessary corrective action, like if they need it. Another benefit is that it helps employees avoid stress commonly associated in evaluation uncertainty. Now, when implementing this kind of electronic performance monitoring system, we have to consider, you guys have to consider the invasion of your employee privacy. Like, make sure not to get too much into their business because this could bring about like issues of stress and trust. Again, like with increased worker stress, if you're being monitored all the time, it definitely brings up like stress and it could affect the work. So as managers, you have to keep that in mind. Another thing to consider would be the focus of the quantity of work produced and sacrifice to customer service. What this point basically means is that as managers, the employees want to look good for you. So they're gonna end up creating more quantity of product instead of quality. So you have to keep that in mind. Now for the proposal of this electronic performance monitoring system, we have MonitMe. This system has 3 levels, which is like the organizational level, where we see like how the organization is doing as a whole, the department level, which is where you guys come in where we like evaluate you guys as managers, and then the individual level. Here's where you guys would evaluate them by checking like their computer times, login times, like active times, card check-in and check-out times, all of that kind of information. Now for this type of like system, we have rewards, recognition, and obviously feedback for the evaluation to make sure that all the employees are comfortable.
Well, who's evaluating? In this case, you managers will be evaluating your own employees. And in this case, the section of sales department. And furthermore, after the 360 degrees assessment is complete, the employees will receive a survey in which they will be asked how they feel about the system. In this case, the system will be modified by the managers to better comfort them in the work environment. Next, please.
The assessment method that you must use is a 360 degrees. This is an employee review method that provides each employee with the opportunity to receive performance feedback from their managers, their peers, their reporting staff members, the coworkers, and the customers. This is a way to receive holistic feedback on an employee's performance, giving out a broad understanding of their strengths and weaknesses from multiple perspectives. In this way, you must give your employee a better and more complete feedback, and in consequence, you will get better results. Next.
Okay, manager, so these are the objective indicators, KPIs. I just wanted to let you know that these KPIs have the purpose of checking how your employees are going to kind of check their progress. So the KPIs that we stated are going to be monthly sales growth, positive versus negative reply rates, sales target, monthly calls or emails per sales rep, sales per rep, retention and churn rates, customer lifetime value, average conversion time, existing client engagement, and finally, employee satisfaction. Next slide, please.
Yep, so just to finish that off, so these are what you're going to be, again, like evaluating, as my supervisor also said. And you have to make sure that your employees, they know that you're going to be monitoring these KPIs so that they know what to look out for. So now for the evaluation feedback, assessment feedback, we're going to be using the 9-box method. So as talent for LinkedIn, you guys know that to be hired for LinkedIn, you have to be innovative, creative, highly proactive, and highly motivated. So for that reason, we chose the following traits for performance and potential. So for performance, we chose the number of sales. We are again in the sales department, so like that's important. Teamwork score, how do they work in a team environment? You have to make sure you're monitoring like your employees on that. And their performance attitude, like attitude is kind of like the black horse that needs to be definitely kept into consideration. Then we have potential, where we have global vision, foresight, and accepting uncertainty and ambiguity. So for this assessment plan feedback, we have, here's the 9 box. And with those 3 traits, we can measure where the employee is in this box and see what feedback to give them accordingly. So for example, say that somebody has like a high number of sales in performance, high number of sales, and a high teamwork score, but they don't have a good performance attitude. That would keep them in moderate, okay, for performance. And now let's say that the same employee has a high global vision and high foresight and is accepting of uncertainty. So we have high potential and moderate performance. That would lead us right here. So these are called the high potentials. They're satisfactory, but could be better. Managers could give more challenging or stretch assignments. So this is the type of feedback that you get and that you could give to them, that they need to have, like, they need more challenges to bring them up to here, future stars. These are the goal. This is what you want to get. These are the people that are ready for promotions and that are going to likely become managers in the future as well. The ones that you need to look out for are definitely the ones that have low performance and low potential. These people either need to be let go or they need to be reassigned to a different area, department, or assignment. So now for the feedback evaluation, so we really want to keep everything, we want to value communication. So for this scenario, and the plan, through a survey offered to all employees and managers where they are asked short and long answered questions on their experience with the EPM system. So employees and managers are going to be sent like a survey through which they can like talk about how they felt about this assessment plan, how they would modify it, what they can do to make it better, basically. And then along with that, when you're giving feedback, when you as managers are giving feedback to your employees, you have to make sure you do so respectfully, politely, but I will explain that a bit more in the constructive criticism. So now for conduction, this will be held weekly with the first implementation of the program, and then bi-weekly until hopefully a monthly system can be incorporated. So yeah, you have to conduct it, like you can conduct it in person, or it's usually better if you conduct this type of criticism in person. That way there aren't any misunderstandings. Now, when giving actual constructive criticism, it is crucial that it is given in a professional and polite manner, as I already stated. A personal favorite way of mine to avoid hard feelings would be to put it in the sandwich method, with 2 positive remarks along with the negative remarks. It is also recommended to offer solutions along with any negative comments that you might have.
And well, besides the 360 degrees assessment method, we, as a complementary technique, we came up with the self-assessment. With this technique, we found that it was the most complementary way to complete our assessment because it allows employees to become more self-aware as well as independent and more motivated. This way, employees can see their own areas of opportunity as well as their strengths to improve them as a whole. It is also complementary in the sense that they can see what their peers think about. Explain. And thank you so much. We're here for your solve any doubt.